hunger, chaos, violence. The fear in the air was palpable as Nebuchadnezzar and his armies were encamped around the city of Jerusalem. But where was the prophet Jeremiah? He was in prison. Before I read from Jeremiah 33, I feel like it's important that any listener have a little bit of extra background. The prophet Jeremiah was imprisoned in the courtyard of the guard for his prophecies of judgment while the city faced famine and turmoil while King Nebuchadnezzar had encircled the city. The chapter serves as a follow-up to Jeremiah 32, where God speaks about future restoration and the return of a righteous king from the Davidic line, despite the current devastation and the apparent end of the royal dynasty. Jeremiah 33, verses 1 through 11. And the word of Yahweh came to Jeremiah the second time, while he was still confined in the courtyard of the prison, saying, Yahweh says this, its maker Yahweh, who formed it in order to establish it, Yahweh is his name. Call to me, and I will answer you, and I will show you wonderful and inscrutable things you did not know. For Yahweh says this, Elohim of Israel, concerning the houses of this city, and concerning the houses of the kings of Judah, that have been pulled down to fortify against the siege ramps and against the sword. They come to fight with the Chaldeans, but it is to fill their places with dead bodies of men I have slaughtered in my anger and my fury, and those for whom I have hidden my face from the city because of their lawlessness. As you will see, I will bring health and healing to it. I will cure them, and I will reveal to them the abundance of peace and truth. And I will cause the captives of Judah and the captives of Israel to return, and I will build them as at the beginning, and I will cleanse them from all their iniquity by which they sinned against me, and I will pardon all their iniquity by which they have sinned, and by which they have rebelled against me. And it will be to me a name of joy, a praise, and an honor before all the nations of the earth, who will hear all the good that I do to them. And they will revere and tremble for the goodness and for all the prosperity that I procure for it. Yahweh says this, again, there will be heard in this place, which you say will be desolate without man or animal, in the towns of Judah, and in the streets of Jerusalem that are desolate without man, and without inhabitant, and without animal. The voice of joy and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the voice of those who will say, Praise Yahweh Sabaoth, for Yahweh is good, and his loving kindness endures throughout the eon, and of those who will bring the thanks offering into the house of Yahweh. For I will cause the captives of the land to return, as at the beginning, says Yahweh.